Today we are making something that in the summer would be called a peach buckle. But we're using apples because unfortunately it's just not peach season right now. And I'm using 2 apples. It's like an apple cinnamon cake. That was Nuna. I'm now slicing the apple, peeling it, getting rid of all the red, all the skin on it. Unfortunately, this time of the year we don't have many fruits really out there in season right now. But we'll be getting very close to fruit season soon. We seem to have a cat convention going on today. Okay. Get most of the skin off. Oh, I have my cutting board. I found it. So no more wine that I'm using dishes, alright? I have my cutting board. Okay, now what I'm going to do is, got most of it off. The skin will not hurt you. Get some of the skin off. Get rid of some of the skin right now. We're going to put it here for now, alright? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to slice the apples, alright? And I'm going to put a half a cup of sugar in and they have to sit for 1 hour. Okay. Put this over here. Alright. It's always good to have a cutting board. You're alright about that, people. I just couldn't find it. Okay. Cats are going crazy today. You know, we had such a storm last night that it was absolutely very frightening. We thought we were going to lose our power and everything, but we did not lose our power. We were fine. I gotta thank God for that. It was really windy, blowy. Oh, it was scary. Okay. Now what I'm going to do now, get rid of, this is the core. You don't want to eat the core. And this is also, you don't want to eat this either. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start dicing them up into smaller pieces. You know, because these are really too big. Here we go. Yeah, that cutting board does come in handy. You're right about that. And I still have that cold, which I can't seem to shake. I think it's the crazy weather. Did any of you have that storm last night? Alright. Okay. Mostly I'm dicing them up now. I made this many, many years ago when I was married to my first husband, Wayne. I don't want to use this either. It's going to be a really fantastic apple cinnamon cake. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in here. Okay? And I'm going to slice another apple. Get the camera. Girl, Misty. What are we going to do with Misty today? She almost did it again. She almost robbed Mommy's apple. Alright, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add in about a half a teaspoon of lemon juice. Now the reason I'm adding in the lemon juice is often when apples hit air, they brown. The lemon juice will prevent that from browning. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in a half a cup of sugar. Okay. A little less than half a cup. I don't want to put too much. I'm going to mix it up with a wooden spoon. I'm still a little hoarse, everybody. I'm sorry. I'm going to mix the sugar in. Okay. All right, this is going to sit for about 1 hour until it's, and then we're going to have a little gravy in here, a little sauce in here, and then we'll go to the next step, okay? All right. Right now, the apples is just about ready. So what I'm going to do is we're going to cream this butter. It's at room temperature. I'm going to cream it, and I'm going to add in 1 cup of sugar. Okay? I used to make this all the time. This was so good. I used to love making this wonderful dish. Let's put these eggs over because I have a habit of losing my eggs. We don't want that to happen. So we're going to add in gradually 1 cup of sugar. Next thing I'm going to add in to get rid of the sugary look is 2 eggs, 2 fresh farm eggs. I made this all the time. It was so good. Oh, it's years since I made this. Here we go. Now the next step I'm going to do is, I'm going to whisk, let me get this out, I have a habit of always leaving things behind, is 1 cup of flour, and I'm adding in 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Here we go. This is going to make the cake rise. If I don't add it in, it will come out lousy. Okay, I'm going to use my whisk. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it into my egg mixture and butter mixture. I'm going to slowly add it in. I'm going to use my spatula. I want to make sure everything is blended together. Yeah, it is. It feels the same as it did many years ago. I used to do this all the time. It was so good. Oh, this is going to go on the bottom, and then the apples are going to go on top of the batter. And then we're going to add the cinnamon and the sugar in. Okay? All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the batter into the greased pan. It must be greased and flour. All right. This was so yummy. I used to love this all the time. Then in the summertime, you could turn it into a peach buckle. Made a little bit differently, but basically the same thing. Spread it all over this greased pan. You know what? I forgot to put my apron on. Would you believe it? Oh well. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pour the apples. Oh, there's a little juice left in the apples, so we can get some of it out. Let's try to get the apples out, then we'll get the remaining juice. We're going to put the apples on top of the cake batter. And there's not much juice in here. And there we go, just a little bit of juice, not much. A little bit of juice. All right, I'm going to spread the apples around here. Now what I want to do now is I want to add in my cinnamon mixture and put it on top of the apples. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in 2 tablespoons of sugar. And I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. This is really going to be good. All right. Are we getting low on ground cinnamon? No, we still have some left. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to whisk this. And there's also a little apple juice mixed in with it, which is going to make it really good. I'm going to use a spatula. I'm a little concerned about it. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to sprinkle it on top of the apples. That's my oven. It's telling me it's time to put me up. Okay. A little bit more cinnamon in here. I want to make sure. Okay, this is going to cook for about, I would say about a half an hour to 35 minutes. And it's going to come out, oh, it's going to be so golden brown and so delicious. This is going in the oven, 350. And here we have, oh, I remember to put my apron on. You want to hear something funny? I finally found my cutting board. I had the cutting board out, and I forget to put the apron on. Well, we all have our days, everybody. And here we have a wonderful, delicious apple cinnamon delight. Oh, it's so perfect. It came out great. You know, you can serve it with ice cream. It goes great with ice cream. Now I'm going to cut it. It's a little tender. There we go. There we go. A little piece fell. No big deal. There we go. Here we go. And look what we have here. My camera lady's even going to enjoy a small piece of this. It's really good. It's made with apple, cinnamon. It's all natural ingredients. Now when the springtime comes, this is going to be turned into a peach buckle. My husband Wayne used to love to eat this. He passed away in 93. It was very sudden. He was 43 years old. And a month before he died, his mom died to the exact date. It was very, very scary. So this is here it is from Deborah Wade's Home Country Kitchen. Have a very great day. And please, please subscribe to my wonderful show. Have a great day, everybody.